everybody. So today I'm going to be talking about self-confidence and self-love and kind of how to start incorporating that into your life. So first, I have my coffee. Make your own magic. Cute. I have my candle lit and I'm just ready to talk, ready to give tips and tricks. No, I'm just playing. But so self-love and confidence. This is a ongoing journey with yourself. That you will have your bad days and you'll have your good days. You're not 100%. I mean, some people, for the most part, primarily always very confident. But I will just get into that. So, self-love. Self-love, it's a journey. You're not going to love yourself overnight. And this video, I hope can help you, but I know what I'm going to tell you it's just not going to be fixed overnight. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and all things are cured and you love yourself and hell yeah, like, I mean, that'd be cool, but realistically, it's going to take a minute, you know? It's a process. I wish it could happen overnight. Trust me, I'm impatient. I wish, but we just can't do it. So, but you have to just start. The biggest thing to self-love and confidence is stop talking bad about yourself. And this can be like, even like joking bad about yourself, that's not okay, because your subconscious mind cannot tell whether it is a joke or if it's fact. So when you're saying like, oh, I'm so stupid, I'm so oh God, I'm so ugly, or, you know, you can be joking, but your subconscious mind does not know that. And the more you joke around about that is the more you'll start to believe that. You're literally speaking that negativity into existence. Even with it being a joke, that's not a joke. That's not funny. Talking bad about yourself is not funny. Like, and people who laugh the hardest at that, you kind of got to give them a little.
Funny. Yes, but not funny. Haha. Funny, weird.
Like, why is it when I start downgrading myself, you want to start laughing? And that is just the funniest joke you've ever heard. Like, no. And if you have people around like that, I mean, I guess if that's your guys's like humor, but still though, like, y'all can be joking about something else instead of taking it onto yourself, you know? Dissing yourself is not cute. It's not giving confidence. It's not giving bad bitch. I'm just playing, but you know, you just have to stop. And I mean, I still catch myself here and there saying little things like that, and I instantly correct myself. No, seriously, like, I'll be like, oh my God, like, I'm so stupid or something like that. And then I automatically say, no, you're not. And boom. We're not even going to let that thought fester. We're not even going to let that thought sit. Nope.
Another day, another slide. Period, poo.
Cancel that shit out, because you are not ugly. You're not stupid. And, you know, a self-love journey is very hard, especially growing up with people who made you feel so crappy about yourself and didn't give you the room to love yourself. Trust me. I've been there. Listen, the stories I could tell you guys, but that's not really the point of the video. But start dressing your authentic self. And now I know it can be hard because not all of us has the money, not all of us has the resources to present yourself the way you want. But what I recommend, if you have a little bit of money or you have somebody who'd be willing to give you a little bit, go to the thrift store. Just start getting colors that you like. Start dressing yourself as your higher self. Think of yourself as your ideal self. Like, think of like, oh, if I stopped being afraid of how other people perceive me, how would I dress? How would I present myself? If all fear was gone, if if every little slice of judgment, perception, and everything was gone, how would I look? How would I look right now? And just start going based off of that. Say you envision yourself wearing purple all the time. Purple and pink are your statement pieces. Okay, start getting those pieces. You do not have to be like, we need to start working on this now. You can't, and that is the biggest thing that set me back, is I had to wait for the perfect opportunity, or I had to wait for this, and that. No, you can start now. Nobody is stopping you. There's not a single person in this world who can stop you from doing you. Now, there will be haters. I can assure you, people will still perceive you. That's just how life is. And you just kind of have to have the thought of, people's perceptions do not define you. People's perceptions are based off of their own insecurities. If you radiate confidence, if you radiate that you love yourself and you dress authentically and you just stop giving a freak about what people think about you, people, like, I promise you, it is a game changer. It really is. If you don't feel confident, act confident, because the more you portray yourself as something, the more you will start to believe it, the more you will start to show it, and other people are going to notice that 100%. It literally has happened to me, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, like, this works. It really does work. I mean, it just takes time, of course. And I know you want it to happen overnight, because I did too. Like, okay, I need to wake up and all my self-hatred's gone. Like, I freaking wish. But once you start believing in yourself and, like, not caring what other people think, because you got to think about this. People, if you're doing you and you're minding your business, you're a good person, you don't start shit with nobody, they are literally just projecting their insecurities onto you. That person can't do what you're doing. That person is so insecure and so just not authentic, there we go, that they see somebody who's like, wow, like, this person can dress how they want, talk how they want, walk the way they want, and they love themselves endlessly. Like, if somebody is hating on that, they are clearly just so sad within themselves. And honestly, that is not your problem. How people think of you and how people perceive you is not your issue. That's their issues they have to work out internally. Their conscious mind, perception is a weird thing. How people perceive you is only how far their conscious mind will go. You can walk down the street and you could be dressed a certain way, and now someone perceives you as easy, as blah, 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 or as a weirdo. But in reality, you're so much more than that. Like, what the heck? Like, why are you going to allow a stranger to tell you about yourself? Like, how? And I know it's easier said than done, like, especially with certain people whose opinion you value. If they don't like something about you, it can be kind of hard. You really kind of like self-reflect, and you're like, well, what can I do to be better or to have them like me more? In this world, if we were all people pleasers, being a people pleaser, you're going to be in a constant cycle of self-hatred. You will. And I mean, it's just the truth. If you only care about what other people think about you and how you can abide by them and their values, you're going to be in a constant self-hatred predicament. I mean, there's going to be no, like, what's the point? Like, what I'm trying to say here is, they have their own life. They have their own issues. You cannot take what people say to heart. You cannot, especially a stranger. Like, babes, who are you? Who are you? Like, and you really just have to have that mindset. Like, I know I'm the shit. Okay, I know I'm cool. I know I'm funny. I know I'm unique. I know I'm weirdly unique. And you have to own it. Own your stuff. Do not let anybody take that from you, because they're going through their own stuff. People like to hide their true insecurities and project it onto other people. And they just do. And it's not fair, and you wish people wouldn't do that, but people are always going to do that. That's just how people are. Well, some people, y'all get what I mean. But so like once you really kind of have that perspective of like, I don't really care who's hating, because as long as I love myself and I think I'm cool, and as long as I like what I'm doing, then it's okay. Now, I mean, of course, if you're being a bad person and just being toxic to everybody and, freaking causing a bunch of chaos, okay, well then maybe it's time to self-reflect. But this is more just, stepping out of your shell. This is more of a in general. If you're being a shitty person, then maybe you gotta step back a little bit. But and people are intimidated by people who love themselves. They do. I mean, especially insecure people, they find it cringy, they find it weird, they find it annoying, they find it scary. But it's because all of their internalized fears, they can't do it themselves. They can't go out there and authentically be them. They're too insecure. And that's just a journey that they're gonna have to figure out on themselves, or for themselves. That's not your job. You're not their teacher, you're not their mom, you're not their dad. They got to figure that shit out. You need to focus on you and only you. Nobody else. Not no friends, not no nothing. I mean, you can give advice. I mean, you can help someone out, but at the end of the day, you come first. And as long as you love yourself and you find your inner power, it's a game changer. It truly is a game changer. You're going to stop you're going to stop taking shit from people. And once you start doing that, baby, life is going to get a whole lot easier in that aspect. So yeah, that was a cute little rant, but y'all, people who watch my videos and know me in real life, y'all know that this is just how it is, okay? You need to unapologetically be yourself. And that's the hardest thing. It really, it's hard. And for the longest, people are like, Brie, like you're just so loud. You're too this, you're too that. Stop speaking on myself when you have all of that self-hatred over there, baby. Instead of trying to fix what I got going on, you need to fix what you got going on. Like, girl, what about that self-hatred you were just speaking to yourself a few minutes ago? Like, and you're worried about me doing this and that? Like, that's what I'm saying. People just project so much. People project, and it's like, And there's ways you can kind of like deflect from that, like not really hold on to people. A lot of people would be like, Brie, like you're being too loud, and that's okay. Like, I'm just a very excited person, and I can tend to be very loud. And now when it's inappropriate, of course, like I'll quiet down, whatever, like I'm not gonna, if I'm being too loud, I'm being too loud. But one thing I will not do is apologize for it, because I'm not sorry. That's how I am. And take it or leave it. I'm just a loud person. I'm excited. I'm outgoing. And if I'm too loud for you, then
leave me the fuck alone.
Your head hurts, or I get it, like quiet down a little bit. But I will not apologize for it. You have to unapologetically be yourself. You have to unapologetically love yourself. Oh, I'm trying to think. I'm too nice to people. Now, these are things people has actually said to me. Oh, Brie, you're too nice. You're too this to people. No, I'm exactly how I deem necessary to be. And I'm not going to change that about myself. Now, I'm weary of certain people. I mean, like I can read the room. I'm a very observant person. I know when to use my kindness, and then I know when to kind of sit back and just observe, kind of thing. but I'm too nice. What, you expect me to go around with a scolding face all the time and not being an opening person? That's not me. That's not Brie. Like, come on now, that's not Brie. Like, and it's so hard to authentically find yourself, but with shadow work prompts and really reflecting, like, look, just like get a notebook, piece of paper, and a pen. Just write something like, what do I not like about myself and why? You know? I don't know, like, just really writing reflective questions. Like, where's my journal? It dropped. Let's see. Write down your feelings to really let everything flow. Write down all of your insecurities and why you're insecure. What? Because somebody said that to you before? Because, and I promise you, you were your biggest critic. You're your biggest critic. Okay? And I know, like, some people have those, unfortunately, toxic ass family members who project that onto you. But if your family is talking bad about you in that sense, baby, their insecurities, I'm sorry to tell you this, but they're really sad themselves. They're going through it just as much as you, if not worse. Because, like, no internally happy person is going to go around and shit on other people. No one's gonna do that. Like, no, like, what? I'm never gonna go around and just, oh God, that, oh, why would she wear that? Oh, like, for no reason. Like, what was the reason? There's no point in it. Like, you just really have to have the mindset, the art of not giving a fudge. The art of not giving a fudge. You cannot care. You cannot care, because once you realize that the rude people, the haters who are saying these things to you are just as insecure. Like, they're more insecure because it's like, damn, they don't love themselves that much that they have to try to do that to somebody else so they can feel better that, oh, well, I'm not the only person who hates myself now. So now I can project it onto other people. So I'm not the only person now that, you know, I don't feel as alone in hating myself. You just can't give a I'll kind of have to cut that out because, you know, YouTube be a little crazy. But yeah, it's just like you have to unapologetically be yourself. And I know it's easier said than done. I know y'all are probably watching this like, okay, girl, well, like, easier said than done. I mean, come on now. Like, this didn't cure me, and which I know it's a process. But like I said, you just have to take baby steps. Start just realize the people you have around you too. Those are big factors. And set boundaries with people. Like I said, I don't apologize no more for things that I cannot help. Like, oh, I'm too loud. Okay, I'll quiet down. But I ain't gonna apologize for it. Oh, I'm too nice. Okay, and I'm gonna continue to be me. Oh, I'm too this, I'm too that. Stop projecting your insecurities onto me. And that's really all people do, is just project their own sadness and traumas onto people. That's all it is. And, you know, and I know, being a people pleaser, it's freaking hard. Y'all, I've gotten much better, but let me tell you, when I was younger, oh my God, the things I would do to get somebody to like me, like, not everybody's, and that's the hardest pill to swallow. Not everybody will like you, and that's okay. And you're not gonna like everybody. And that's okay. We're not meant. There are more than 7 billion people on this planet. You're not going to like every single one. Every single person's not going to like you. But you can't take it to heart because you're still a dope ass person no matter what. People liking you has nothing to do with you. You are still you. That person doesn't like you because, oh, you're to this, to that. Okay, fine. Then move on. The next person, like, you just got to take it with a grain of salt and keep it pushing. Because, yeah, You just kind of have to. I mean, I know I'm just kind of saying things like you just can't care anymore, but like once you really observe people and you really take all of this into consideration, like you just can't. You know, you got to start setting boundaries. If this person is making you feel crappy about yourself, either like just think about it. You really just have to observe this situation. Like, well, why is this person judging me and they're supposed to be my friend? Well, that's because your friend is jealous. I mean, like, you know, growing up, you'd have a bully at school and your parents would be like, oh, they're just jealous of you. They really are. Like, technically, they really are. Like, they see qualities in you that they don't see in themselves. So they have to pick out every flaw and pick out everything that's not deemed perfect or good and try to use it against you so you can get on their level. And you can't allow that. They start doing that, shut that shit down. And if you're not a confrontational person, then distance yourself from that person. And if they get mad and wonder why, then you say, okay, well, you're treating me like shit. You're projecting your insecurities onto me, and I'm no longer allowing that. No, we're not doing that. And I swear, like, you just have to not give a crap. That is really the art of self-love and confidence. You just cannot care what other people think about you and try to be authentically you. Find your authentic self. Find the hobbies that you enjoy. Do the hobbies you enjoy. I mean, like, dress how you want to dress. Because for all we know, I mean, I believe we have more lives after this, but who knows? Theoretically, we only have one life. You need to stop living for other people and start living for yourself. Because everybody else, if you don't start living for yourself, you're going to miss out on that chance. You're going to constantly be stuck in a people-pleasing cycle, and that's not how we want to live. We want to be free. We want to express ourselves. We have free will. Like, well, we're not going to get into that. Technically, you know, you can dress how you want and, you know, stuff like that. So start doing it. What is stopping you? The fear of how other people are going to view you? Okay, and what are they going to do? There's nothing nobody can do. Okay, fine, they'll judge you. Okay? That made them feel shittier at the end of the day. That's their that's their karma, and that's their life lessons they have to learn and go through. That has nothing to do with you. You keep rocking what you rocking, keep doing you, and that's all you need to do. But I'm serious, y'all. Like, we just really cannot care. Like, come on now. We're all bad biddies. We're bad biddies. Bad. And if, you know, your men are watching, you're a very handsome, fine man. And everybody is so beautifully unique in their own way. And like, if we just all stopped caring what people think, we would be unstoppable. There would be not a damn thing we could not accomplish. Because the biggest thing that holds anybody back in this life is fear. Fear of judgment, fear of failure. Number one failure, you will fail and you will succeed. I'm not saying you will, because like not everybody, you know, like everybody's different, but like failure is a big part of growing and succeeding. And once you also get into that, kind of like, it's okay to fail. It's okay to take a step back. Because once you take a step back, that can be the door to lead you 6 doors ahead. You know what I mean? Like, stop being so hard on yourself. Stop trying to please other people. And in reality, that's just making you even more sad, even more distant from yourself. Because, you know, and trust me, I'm not perfect at this. Like, I still have my own insecurities. I still go through stuff, you know. Nobody's absolutely perfect. Nobody has it absolutely figured out either. You know, shit, we're all learning. We're all in the same world. Come on now. Like, we're all learning lessons every day. But it's just the little steps like those can change your perspective 100%. And it will just make things so much easier. And, but yeah, that's it, y'all. kind of rambled again, but I'm hoping that this gave you kind of a new perspective on how to go about it. And to kind of go about, like, if you have some haters, you know, you kind of take it with a grain of salt. And I just hope this helped some people. Now Apollo. But yeah. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was kind of rambled, you know, but that's just how it is. That's just how I am, you know, and we love that. We're unapologetic about it. The fuck? But all right, guys, I love you. Like, subscribe, and follow, or different app. Okay, bye guys.